Hello everyone and welcome to round 12 of the Virtual Racing Championship here in Hungary, the Hungarian, for what promises to be another classic. We've got some good drivers here today. A few late dropouts have sadly come fourth here at the moment, which means we are lower, but we still have got ourselves a great race ahead of us. Joining me in the commentary box this week is returning commentator Mr. JWF1. Joe, welcome.
Hello, I think you can hear me now because I've only just put the allow your voice to be shared thing on, so just in the nick of time. But yes, I am back. It's been a while. I think the last time I was here was in Bahrain, I think, and that went well. I think we all know what happened towards the end of the race, where I stayed silent, not going too far to that, but yes, it is like I'm losing my voice here. It's nice to be back, and well, it's great to be back. That's all I can say really at the moment.
Yeah, we've got ourselves some quality drivers. The first man on track is the Toro Rosso driver of Cherry 2 Pie. He'll be looking to bounce back after last week's pretty disappointing performance where he was involved in a qualifying incident with Best Bob, who is down in the Force India team this evening. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. He wants to bounce back. Also, Onyx has come out on track. We'll quickly run you through the championship standings between the top four at the moment, and it is actually not the most pleasant of viewing for some, with Diego Kill on 194 points with over a 100-point lead to second place man Dom/Freak, who couldn't make it this evening. He had other arrangements that he had to attend to. Ollie D as well, he had prior engagements and he hasn't been able to make it, and he's third in the championship. He's on 83 points, just 3 points behind Dom, who's a late entry as well. He's been absolutely flying recently. And then the H Eagle, who is here, he's in the Sauber car, he's on 75 points. So we've got ourselves a bit of a landslide leader at the moment, but pretty much everyone getting out on track. Cherry 2 Pie will be the first man to set a lap. So Joe, would you like to run us through a lap with Cherry 2 Pie here as he just starts going through turn one?
Absolutely. So he's just come out of turn one now, then flicking on the DRS, heading into turn two. It's a fourth gear corner, very easy to understeer off and spin off, but it is quite a good overtaking zone if you get a good enough run out of turn one. Just comes out of turn three there, up towards turn four, also very easy to understeer as well. And as you can see, that Cameron loses it, and that's his qualifying over straight away, so not the best first hot lap right there.
Yeah, commentator's curse may well have just come to bite him, and Cherry will be starting from last place, and that's yellow flags in sector 2 and 3, and he is out of qualifying. The next man to set a lap, I believe, will be Onyx. So just rode on board with a pit mat, and he looked to be struggling through the final few corners, but Onyx is going to be coming through now down this DRS straight, which turns to a lovely off-camber left-hander that's almost 90 degrees, which is a quick right-hander as you head up to probably one of the most favourite corners for the drivers to complete this blind-sided, full flat-out left-hander. If you do get a little bit too wide, as we saw a minute ago with a certain Toro Rosso driver, it can go horribly wrong. Onyx has lost it though. He's also lost control of the car and almost crashed into a wall, and that could have been disaster, but luckily for him, he's held on to it and he continues his lap. He has got his teammate ahead of him who's going to be creating a little bit of dirty air, which is something you want to keep a close eye on, because if he does kick that dirty air and it does kick up, it could be a little bit troublesome for him. But teammate ahead of him, Best Bob, I'm not sure if they're both on hot laps or if it's just Onyx, but Onyx seems to be the quicker of the two. But Best Bob is doing himself pretty proud at the moment. He's not the quickest of drivers, but he does like to put himself about, and obviously last week's qualifying wasn't great for him. He then crashed out later on. He's coming to the pit, so too has his teammate as well, so nobody has set a lap so far.
Absolutely right, and just onto that bit where how tricky it is. It has got the nickname as well, the Monaco without the barriers, because it is a very hard track to overtake. There's not that many overtaking opportunities, especially with the dirty air as well. You could make for some tricky times for drivers trying to go for a slingshot overtake, and I think we've got a yellow flag down at 6:53, but it's gone straight away. But yeah, it is also a tyre killer around this track as well. Very easy to overheat the tyres around here, and punches could be a thing as well, so look out for strategy to be a key thing at this track today if we're not going to get any overtaking at all.
Yeah, the first man to set the lap there is France, 1 minute 15 dead, pit mat 3.2 seconds off, so you'd imagine that's not going to be his quickest time. We'll go on board with Cliffy, who comes to the final corner now, crossing the line. He's just started his lap, and Cliffy is a very competitive driver on his day. Last week, of course, in Germany, we had some great little squabbles. Yellow flags in sector 1 is a car slowing down as Cliffy now begins his lap. So Cherry 2 Pie is the first casualty around here this evening, and it's going to be interesting to see what these guys are able to do. For Cherry, though, he has got a good advantage in the fact that he will be starting on a fresh set of tyres, and it does kill the tyres, as you mentioned, around here, so it can be a tough one to manage and dictate. And if you do take pole in this Grand Prix, you can win it, but if you're very good at managing your tyres and the undercut works for you, you could be on for a Grand Prix victory this evening. The man to watch, of course, is the Red Bull driver of Deagle Killer, the championship leader at the moment. Won last time out, started 2019 the way he finished 2018, and that was on the top step of the podium. So we're promising that he's going to have a very exciting start to this Grand Prix.
Absolutely right, as you can see there, Cliffy just going around the right-hander there, using a bit of a curve. So far, a tidy lap for him, not really any major mistakes, although just getting a tad bit of a lock up there into the right-hander. Just coming up towards the final 2 corners, losing it a bit there, so clearly commentating cursing him there at the moment. But coming around the final corner, let's see where this will put him at the moment. He probably would have lost a bit of time there as a result of that mistake into the second.
Stream's gone down, Joe, 1 second.